So I say, Geneva war crimes? I barely know her. Yes, thank you. I'll be here all night. So I was playing Metal Gear Solid the other day, and this Psycho Mantis guy in black leather starts mind controlling me and called me gay.
You don't like girls?
I mean, he was hitting every cliche in the book. Black color scheme, Darth Vader face reveal.
We are truly the same, you and I. I just wanted an excuse to kill as many people as I could. Oh, brother, this guy's...
I'm gonna have to stop you right there, partner. If Psycho Mantis is so cliche and boring, then why is he considered one of the all-time greats? Are people just really that stupid? Or is there more to him than meets the eye? You've heard the phrase, the hero is only as strong as the villain, right? But what does that actually mean? The phrase is normally used to demonstrate the power dynamic between two characters in a story. But what if it meant that the hero is only as interesting as the villain? Darth Vader from the original Star Wars trilogy really embodies this philosophy. Pop quiz. Why is
No, I am your father
one of the most famous lines in movie history? Is it the shock value? Not really. Is it the supple sounds of James Earl Jones' voice? Definitely an important factor, but not the crux of it. The line is so important because it adds so much risk to Luke's journey as a hero. Luke struggles with the same temptation of evil power that the Emperor offered to Darth Vader. If Anakin Skywalker, a noble Jedi and a good friend to Obi-Wan, was seduced by the dark side, then Luke is susceptible too. Luke's reaction to the parental reveal is only partially horror at his father. We have to remember that up to this point in the story, he idolized his father as a Jedi and yearned to make something of himself from the very beginning. But he discovers that what he thought was the way of the hero may actually be the road to death. That's why the reveal is so important. And whether you understood this consciously or subconsciously when you watch the film, you realize that the story may not have the ending you expect. So how does our boy in black fit into all this? An emotionally complex villain acts as a foil or mirror for the hero, and in the case of Psycho Mantis, it is to highlight the lack of humanity in his hero counterpart, Solid Snake. At the beginning of the game, Snake is only focused on survival. The special thing about the Psycho Mantis fight is it's the first time in the story that Snake really takes a look at himself.
How old are you?
Old enough to know what death looks like.
Any family?
No, but I was raised by many people.
Is there anyone you like?
I've never been interested in anyone else's life.
So you are all alone. Just like Mantis said.
Other people just complicate my life. I don't like to get involved.
You're a sad, lonely man.
I remember seeing Avengers Infinity War and thinking, wow, Thanos is one of the best villains in the MCU. And I was extremely excited for his return in Endgame, but I was very disappointed. A key part of his character that was changed in his 2 iterations was his motivation. In Infinity War, he made a halfway passable argument for genocide.
The hardest choices require the strongest wills. I know what I must do. I will shred this universe down to its last atom. And then, with the stones you've collected for me, create a new one.
Humans all have a code or a moral construct, regardless of philosophical taste. This is why when a fictional character has a set of rules, they're more believable to us, unless they're contrived to make the story more interesting. Psycho Mantis has a code that feeds into his niche as a game boss, that being his mind-reading ability.
And each mind that I peered into was stuffed with the same single object of obsession. That selfish and atavistic desire to pass on one's seed.
Think about it. From a certain point of view, you could argue that most of human culture and societal constructs exist to reinforce reproduction. Technically, Psycho Mantis is right. However, there's still something a bit off with his character. Even though he may have a motive and a place in the story, he still says some pretty generic lines.
We are truly the same,
You and I.
But how does he compare with a villain who is truly generic to the very core of their being? Let's take a look at this guy from Thor 2. In fact, he's so generic and forgettable that I'll give away a Lamborghini and $1 million if you can remember his name. His name is Malekith. There's no way you remembered or cared. Let's examine this character, shall we? What exactly is Malekith's motivation?
Millennia ago, the most ruthless of their kind, Malekith, sought to transform our universe back into one of eternal night.
20 words for an excuse for universal genocide. That's all they felt they needed for the film. It's like the mouse wasn't even trying. He must have some time with the hero in his journey to... Nope, it's just fighting. Look, are there parts of
Psycho Mantis.
that are cliche, sometimes maybe cringe? Yes, I do think you can argue that. But Kojima has the ability to take seemingly obtuse characters and situations and inject more meaning into them than what first seems apparent. Thanks for watching, y'all. I've wanted to make this video for a long time, and I've got a lot of ideas planned for the future. If there's a specific game series, film, or character you'd like to see me talk about, let me know down in the comments. I have plans, but I'm always open to suggestions. Have a great day, and remember,
I love you. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.